Good morning, everyone. Dear viewers, it's a very good morning again. And once again, a very, very warm welcome to Dekho Apna Desh webinar of the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. It's Saturday and you have a date with us for Dekho Apna Desh series. As you're all aware that the Ministry of Tourism organizes Dekho Apna Desh webinar sessions under various schemes and on very interesting topics which are related to tourism in many different ways. Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Ministry of Tourism has brought to you a 12-episode series on some of very interesting topics which we have been going through. And today is the last episode of this 12-episode series of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav with Ministry of Tourism series. Today we are bringing you the last episode of this series on the subject that is of prime concern to all of us, to you, me, and everyone in this world today. And that has been also our first priority for years, particularly after pandemic. Why post-pandemic we have been talking about wellness? Yes, because nobody wants to fall sick. Nobody wants to have visits to the doctor. So today, my dear viewers, we have two very well-known speakers to share with us their knowledge on wellness. A session on the subject of wellness tourism, a golden trend for Asia and of course for Southeast Asia specifically. We all know that wellness tourism is a journey whose main goal is to achieve balance and harmony of personal well-being, especially physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual. It is important to understand how to develop it properly. And today's speakers are going to do exactly that. They are going to educate us. They are going to speak to us on various subjects. So the subjects are also going to talk, the speakers are also going to tell us how to develop this sustainably. The talk by our two beautiful speakers will cover wellness activities, some case studies, some unique wellness practices from Southeast Asia, and the research that has been done in the field by both of them. So friends, the today's speakers are Dr. Ruchi Singh Tanwar. She is our first speaker of the day. She's a regional level guide, very dynamic lady. She's regional guide from the northern region based in Udaipur. She is also the head of the department for tourism and hotel management of Bhopal Nobles University in Udaipur. She has professional and academic experience in tourism field for over 25 years. She has been interacting with a lot of foreign tourists, domestic tourists. She has been discussing entire country, be its geography, be its history, be its tourist attractions, and also wellness. Since 1996, she is actively involved in tourism industry with the acquisition of Red Card for the northern region. Besides tour guiding, she joined education sector in 2007. She is also a prestigious member of POSH, P-O-S-H, POSH Committee of Five-Star Hotels, which deals with the issues of women at workplace. So Ruchi ji, welcome to this session. I will also introduce our second speaker today, who has joined us all the way from Thailand. Our second speaker of the day is Associate Professor Anne Ashton. She's a PhD, National Institute of Development Administration, Thailand. Welcome to you, ma'am. Professor Ashton graduated with a PhD and master's degree from the University of Queensland, Australia. He's currently working as the Associate Dean for Administration, Research, and Academic Services at the Graduation School of Tourism Management, National Institute of Development Administration, popularly known as NIDA, in Bangkok. She has experience of working in the hotel industry. She has worked in very important departments like human resources, housekeeping, and front office, and also spent 2 school years as a teaching assistant at the University of Queensland in Australia, and also various universities in New Zealand. She is presently conducting research projects in the area of wellness tourism. She is also working on active aging of wellness tourists, sport and leisure tourism development, yoga tourism, spiritual tourism development, slow food tourism. Now, ma'am, we definitely are looking forward to listening to you on this particular subject. What is this slow food tourism and also active aging for wellness tourists? These are two very interesting topics. At the same time, she's also going to talk to us on destination image development. And the most favorite topic, I'm sure, for all Thailand tourists, Thailanders also, and for Indians, the street food tourism and international retirement migration development. Ma'am, you have got such a vast subjects which you have brought to us. I'm sure we would love to listen to you. So before wasting too much of time, I'll hand over the screen to Dr. Ruchi Singh, and she takes over the entire session today. And I will come back to you when we have few questions and answers from the audience. Ruchi, the screen is all yours.
Namaskar, everyone. Thank you so much, Neela ma'am, for such fine introduction. And I would like to thank Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, for inviting both of us, me and my dear friend, Associate Professor Anne Ashton from Thailand, for taking up this wonderful, very important subject, that is wellness tourism. And it is a privilege to present this last episode of this wonderful series, and wonderful series of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which is a proud moment for all of us Indians. And here, this topic is very close to our heart. And I'm sure Anne would also agree, because we both have started this wellness journey a few years back. And she is an international expert. She will be explaining and give you all the details about the Southeast Asia. But what I would like to present here is some of the traditional therapies which we have been using as Indians. I will be presenting the sustainable wellness practices of India, which are important. So I will be stressing more on India rather than the other countries, whereas N would be taking up all the different theories, all the different activities, and whatever Neela ma'am had explained about us, such a wonderful introduction. And I'm sure you all will be looking forward and will be learning a lot more about how wellness can contribute to your well-being. But before I start with my presentation, this is very important to just ponder on these issues, that you might be wondering, that people ask you that what contribution you are giving towards society, or how you are contributing to your family or to your country. But don't you think that it is important to ask yourself that what are you contributing to yourself? Are you happy? This is a very important question, because if you are happy, then only you can contribute to your family, to your society, to your state, to your country. So the crux is wellness of us all. Are we happy? Are we healthy? And it all starts with the state of mind. If this question comes in your mind, that how you can be happy, the answer is you can be happy by yourself. You have to ask this to yourself. You have to look into yourself. You have to immerse in your soul, in your thoughts, that if you are going to transform these, if you are going to have a healthy mind, then you will make your body healthy. And if both mind and body are healthy, they will definitely make your soul happy. So I will be sharing my presentation with you all. Which is sustainable wellness tourism practices of India. Now here I'm putting more emphasis on Ayurveda, naturopathy, and yoga, which is really very important, because allopathy is there, which is for our urgencies, for our surgeries. And our Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, has introduced this ministry, which gives a lot of importance and promote our traditional practices, which if you incorporate in your daily life, which all the, these Ayurveda, naturopathy, they have the drugless treatment, where all the ingredients are available in your home, and which you can practice wherever you are without any extra cost. So these practices, how can you incorporate in your life, which were there since, ages back in India? And India is a pioneer in all the traditional practices. What do you understand by wellness? Wellness is rejuvenation. As I was talking earlier, that it is the state of mind. It is how you transform yourself, how you reinvent yourself, how you rejuvenate yourself. Because if you are going to have that energy, rejuvenation, then you will definitely put all the energies in contributing positively in the society. In general, wellness is rejuvenation, but as we are talking about tourism, I would like to quote the definition given by Global Wellness Institute here, that what wellness tourism is. And where the tourism word comes, it means movement. You have to travel. You have to come out. You want to experience something different. You want to have a change in your life. And that is if you move from your usual place of residence, if you move out of the city or the place where you are residing. So it is travel associated with the goal of maintaining or enhancing one's personal well-being, and includes the pursuit of physical, mental, spiritual, or environmental wellness while traveling for either leisure or business. Wellness you can achieve wherever you are living by incorporating all the therapies or the traditional practices. But when we are including the word tourism along with wellness, then it definitely includes travel. So most of the tourists, either domestic or international, when they travel outside their usual residence, that is, they want to experience something different. They want to explore new places. But why not include some of the wellness practices so that it gives you maximum benefit? So as Neela ma'am was also mentioning about physical, mental, spiritual, environmental wellness. So here, Global Wellness Institute also says that travel with the purpose or with the pursuit of achieving these goals, it definitely can be added with leisure or business. Because nowadays, travel is not just only for one purpose. Why not include the other benefits also, besides fulfilling your sole purpose of travel? I would like to congratulate and feel proud that Ministry of Tourism is really doing wonderful by coming up with various different concepts, and even during the COVID times also they have introduced many initiatives, though more of them were digital, but then they have come up with various plans. And here on January 27, 2022, they came up with National Strategy and Roadmap for Medical and Wellness Tourism. And I have also taken up various, few points from that roadmap and strategy, because we can see the vision of Government of India, Ministry of Tourism, that that they are giving so much of importance to the wellness, to the medical field, because we have realized during these trial times, during this crisis, that wellness is paramount. Wellness is important. If we are not going to take care of ourselves, you just see the example that one virus has stopped every activity in the world. We all were stuck up at our homes. We all were we were controlled by the virus. So why not give more emphasis on the health, well-being of our citizens? So government is putting up a lot of initiatives. And here I took the statistics and data from the report that India ranked 10th in medical tourism index out of 46 destinations. The year given is 2021 by medical tourism associations. So these rankings are through different associations and organizations. So medical tourism associations have ranked India 10th on the medical grounds, medical tourism. I'm talking about medical tourism. And in wellness tourism in 2017, India was ranked 7th. And the data is given that 56 million trips in wellness tourism were there, and it generated revenue of US $16.3 billion. And this data is given by Global Wellness Tourism Society. And here it is very important to note that there are two types of, travelers: primary wellness travelers and secondary wellness travelers. And the statistics which we see, that secondary wellness travelers constitute more in terms of trips and expenditures, because these are the travelers which are the tourists. The primary ones are those who come with the sole purpose of the treatment. But the secondary are who combine the wellness plans with their itineraries. That if they are going to the mountains, they will be doing some of the yoga or therapies they will be taking up. If they are going to the South India, they will be taking up the Ayurveda massages and all, or Ayurveda treatments. So these are the secondary wellness travelers who constitute more in terms of trips and expenditure. And it is a very proud thing what we can see that some of the countries, US, Germany, China, France, Japan, Austria, and India, our country is one of the leading countries for wellness tourism in terms of size. That is the arrivals and the potential which this market has. And I must say that in yoga and wellness, our country, India, has become a favorite destination because we are the pioneer. And thanks to our yoga practitioners, 21st June is declared as International Yoga Day. A lot of kudos and appreciation goes to our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, for popularizing yoga all over the world. And here, it's not, there are many therapies of wellness. There are many practices associated with it. But India is like a pioneer Ayurveda, yoga, naturopathy. And I have also taken these three, apart from other alternative sciences, there are many, but these three are important, which I would be discussing here, not in great length, because Anne has such a wide experience, international experience, and she will be explaining more about different countries and different therapies. So I'll be just giving brief introduction of these three: Ayurveda, yoga, and naturopathy. So India has the expertise in these medicine and healthcare, and it is not only a recent one, but it's just the credit goes to, long back, centuries back, and we have the expertise in all these sciences, these healthcare. And why we are emphasizing more on wellness today? Because we can see a lot of lifestyle diseases are there. People are suffering from diabetes, hypertension, heart diseases. These are just three examples which I have taken. But in everyday life, we are seeing that people are suffering from many physical and mental ailments. So, and most of these are the disorders of lifestyle. And wellness is correcting your lifestyle. It is trying to put a balance to your life, of your mind, of your body, of your soul. And what we are observing, I would like to, give more emphasis after COVID, post-COVID, or during COVID. What we have realized that there is a growing preference in the West, but not in the West. I would say that whole world people are moving towards more organic products, vegan diets, and they believe more farm to table local produce. This is really very important. Every home, whether small or big, they are trying to have some sort of veggies, some sort of spices, herbs in there. They want to produce them in their own small pots or big pots or whatever place they have spare for these produce. And here it's really very proud feeling that we have expertise in both modern and traditional systems of medicine, and we can lead the world in providing the holistic healing. And this is really important to mention that MOT, Ministry of Tourism, has constituted National Medical and Wellness Tourism Board for the promotion of medical and wellness tourism, including the Indian system of medicine covered by Ayush. Ayush is Ayurveda, yoga, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy. So this is a combination, and this is a separate ministry, and Ministry of Tourism is working along with Ayush how to promote the wellness and medical tourism, and especially more emphasis on wellness. And this is really, it was very interesting to read the national strategy, national strategy about how to promote the wellness tourism. And there's a roadmap. They are still working on it. Various new schemes would come up, how to support the stakeholders, and how to, contribute more in promoting wellness tourism or India as a wellness tourism destination. And they will promote it under the brand Heal in India. And these are little, excerpts which I got from the national strategy. Now we come to, the basic, these treatments or the traditional practices, which I will be relating, briefly with tourism, but we have to understand what Ayurveda is, that this is the science of life. These are not the allopathy treatments or something like that, but the basic concept, it is not going to treat the person who has some emergency, but it helps in keeping the healthy person healthy. And therefore, we all call it mother of all healing. And the history is, you can make out that it is 5,000 years old, and its roots are found in ancient Vedic culture. Not only Ayurveda, but I must tell you that yoga, naturopathy, these all have their roots in the Vedic culture, and they date back more than 5,000 years ago. And it says that since the civilizations, these all practices existed. And Ayurveda's another name is balancing life. That how do you balance your life? And it is very important to mention. We have been hearing from our, grandparents and all that. If you follow, a balanced life, that is dincharya. Aap apni dincharya ko yadi sahi rakhenge, if you follow your daily routine properly, you will not face any problem. And what is balance? Balance is body plus mind plus consciousness. That you want to believe for the holistic well-being of yourself. Now, these are three lifestyles. That is, we all might be knowing about Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. So it's not only about eating. It is about having the thoughts also. If you're having the Sattvic thoughts, if you're having Rajasic. So these all, people are categorized according to this. That he is Sattvic mind, he is Rajasic, and he is Tamasic. So we should choose what we want to belong, like which category we want to belong. Now, how Ayurveda works? Ayurveda believes that world is made up of 5 elements: Akash, Jal, Prithvi, Agni, and Vayu. That is space, water, earth, fire, and air. Even naturopathy believes in that. And the treatment is through these 5 elements. We believe that our structural, human body is made up of these elements. And in the end also, we dissolve in these 5 elements. But the functional aspect, and it is very important, you all might have heard about Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, that every body and everybody is governed by these doshas or humors. You keep on hearing like that, okay, this person has the body of Pith Pravarti. That is, if you are like I can give example of myself, that I have more of Pith Pravarti. That is, I have somewhat I faced these issues of skin allergies. So everybody has this, either they belong to Vat, Pitta, or Kapha. So it depends that if you are having any disorders or problems, then how are you related? That is, Vata is the energy of movement, Pitta is the energy of digestion. So you can relate that if you're having the problems, because all the problems are inside your body, and you have to heal these problems inside only by making certain changes in your lifestyle. Or some of the treatments available in Ayurveda or naturopathy, which they help you heal through these 5 elements. They make use of these 5 elements, and then with the lifestyle changes, you heal your body. The treatments are herbs and spices and your own kitchen. Because normally, if you are aware, if we have cough and cold, we take turmeric. If we are having some hormonal disorders, it is recommended that why not take cinnamon? Why not include cinnamon in your diet? If you are having some cramps, cinnamon helps. If you are having some digestive problems, then hing and ajwain, it helps. So Indian kitchen is completely a drugstore for all these treatments. Then you might have heard about Panchkarma. Panchkarma is detoxing, cleansing your body. Then these various techniques are there, which you cannot practice on your own, which you have to take the advice of the experts. Vaman Virechan is induced vomit. Through vomiting, because there are several procedures which you have to follow, and the experts guide you that through vomit your body cleanses. It's not the normal vomit, but they give you lukewarm water along with some salt. You have to drink lot of water until you feel like vomiting and all. So induced vomit. Then basti is enema, which cleanses your digestive system, your stomach. So through these ghee, oil, kada, these all different forms are there which are used for basti. Then nasya is oil in nose or on head. Purva karma is snehan, massage or swedan. Swedan is steam. So these are various techniques, and paschat karma is lifestyle change. That is, you have to make your lifestyle, you have to make changes in your lifestyle. Because what you have been following, if you are going to follow the same, then there will be no change. And if you are going to have some changes in your lifestyle, they will definitely contribute more positively. Then this is just to give you an idea of how Panchkarma works. That is, you can just go through this, that Vamana helps releasing toxins via sweat through pores on skin and all. And Basti is relieving constipation. Nasya is, it helps in detoxifying the respiratory system and skin. It improves immunity, skin complexion, moods and all. Then Rakta Mokshana is also there, which is like detoxifying the body through blood, and it is very effective against skin disorders. Then Shirodhara is there, where a lot of oil is just poured over your forehead, and it takes a lot of time, and it improves concentration and immunity as well. Now we come to naturopathy, and the father of naturopathy, Hippocrates, says that nature cures, not the physician. And here also you will find some of the treatments, some of the points, they are very common in Ayurveda and naturopathy. It is all, we talk about the way of life, that the correction of bodily disorders and restoration of health through nature elements. The nature elements which we discussed earlier, those 5 elements, there is a treatment in those 5 elements. So, and it is not a one night correction. You have to incorporate these changes in your daily routine. Yes, you can get some guidance, either attending for 10 days or 15 days residential programs, but then incorporating all these changes in your day-to-day routine, that is improving your dincharya. Naturopathy is also drugless treatment, lifestyle change. It also believes in the principle healing from within, that the body heals itself. And I can give you my example. Like 3 years back, I went to a naturopathy center in Jodhpur, where we were not given any medicines, but then they were treating our body through, food intake, through different therapies like massages, mud bath, and they treat from mud, water, and some acupressure points, and all these basic fruit juices. Yes, I must say, food also helps a lot. That they made changes according to our body, according to our prakriti. That is, if you are having more of pitta content or vat content or kapha, then they give you treatments accordingly. They change your food also accordingly. So it is, the body heals itself, and the causes of all diseases, whether physical, mental, or emotional, is accumulation of waste materials, toxins. So I would like to mention here toxins, not only in terms of food or what we are taking inside our body, but that is the thoughts also. They are also toxins. So the causes of all diseases, whether physical, mental, or emotional, is the toxin. So you have to improve from all the fronts. And what are the effective methods? That is, you should regulate the diet. You should exclude acid forming food and include more of fresh fruits, proteins, etc. So we should be having the knowledge, and lot of knowledge is there on the internet on the internet, where you should be knowing the authentic sites, and you can take the help of the experts. You can ask them about your body type and about explaining your daily routine or lifestyle. Then they can tell you how to regulate your diet. But it is very important to include more of uh, fresh fruits, proteins, the raw forms, and the local produce. Then we can see that there are various forms of, baths, packs, and all the natural methods are used in correcting your disorders. Air and sun bath is there, which revives your dead skin. Exercise. Yes, in naturopathy also yogic asanas are there. And yoga is very important because it doesn't, correct your physical disorders, but it promotes your inner health and harmony, which is very important because if your mind is healthy, your body will be healthy and your soul will be happy. And it is very important to keep your soul very happy. So these all yogas also help in physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Then massages are there, which tones up the nervous system and quickens blood circulation and metabolic process. What are the popular remedies? That is fasting. It is very important. In Indian system, we are very familiar about the fasting. And the younger generation might not be doing a lot of fasting. But in our homes, our females, our mothers, our grannies, they do a lot of fasting. And it helps because you have to give rest to your body to digest the food which, it has taken few hours back. Even myself and Anne, we both have tried intermittent fasting. And if you're not having any other physical physical disorders or physical, ailments like thyroid, diabetes, or some other issues, then this intermittent fasting, from our own personal example, what I can say, it helps a lot in healing the body inside. It helps a lot in digestion. It helps a lot in anti-aging. It gives a glow to your skin and it keeps you a lot of energetic. Intermittent fasting, there are various, it's like 16 hours, 14 hours, 18 hours. There are various parameters. So with the guidance of the experts, you can try this. This is very, very effective. Then therapeutic baths are there, where enema, hot and cold baths are there. Mud pack is there, mud pack and bath. I have issue in my knee. So initial stage of arthritis and all. So when I have knee pain, I have personally, my naturopath doctor, he gave me a pack that is of, a paste of mustard, these seeds, paste of mustard, and I mixed it with water and I applied it on my knee and kept it for a few minutes. So if you, apply these traditional practices, they are not going to give any adverse effect, but they definitely heal you. It may take some time. Then exercise, life is movement, stagnation is death. We all know that. So it is like keep on moving, keep on experimenting the positive with the guidance of the experts. Massage, yoga, we have already talked. Color therapy is also there. It helps in correcting some of the disorders. So if you, because I'm explaining here only in brief, but if you go in detail with the certain books and the experts, they will tell you what and how many therapies and remedies are there to treat your diseases. Then sleep is important, nutrition is very important, and juice therapy, it really helps. I have tried myself, juice therapy of vegetables, juices, and even, seeds and all. These helps. Then sprouts, yes, we should intake these sprouts for optimum nutrition. And we'll be explaining more about slow food treatment and all. And grain, seeds, legumes, these all help in your, food intake and correcting your body disorders. Then Ayurveda and naturopathy both believe in balancing life, both believe in 5 elements of nature, both believe in sattvic principle, that is more towards vegetarian and vegan diets. Both believe in consuming local grown and as per season. Both believe in detoxing body through various methods, and both believe in correcting disorders individually as per the intensity of the disease. So we can see that there are so many common things, but the slight, variations in the treatments and remedies. Naturopathy use more of the natural elements. And here, I just love this subject, yoga. And here you can see some pictures of Surya Namaskar. And yoga, as we all know, that it is a word derived from Sanskrit word yuj, which means unison, to unite or to integrate. It is also, we can say that it ages back to 5,000-year-old Indian body of knowledge. And nowadays, what we can see is the whole world, everywhere yoga is practiced to keep you hale and hearty. And this is also harmonizing the body with the mind and breath through the means of various pranayams. Pranayams is, controlling and balancing your breath. It helps a lot. It helps a lot in treating many serious diseases as well. Pranayam is that you are having the balance of your pran, that is the breath. It is very important. Yoga, and it is an important part of these yoga and yoga asanas as well. And here we are talking about pranayam, yoga poses, and meditation. Meditation is immersing within. That is, you are having a control of your thoughts. Sometimes in the state of meditation, you just go to the zero state. That is, you are not having any thoughts in your mind. The static position. And this is really important if you want to have a balance of your mind. Meditation helps a lot. The aim of yoga is self-realization. So it's not only the yogic asanas or the poses or the exercise, that we start believing self-realization. And how self-realization helps? That it helps in leading to the state of liberation when we come to know ourselves. And this is one of the oldest sciences of the world, which I feel proud that it is originated in India. And yoga is very useful for preserving and maintaining one's physical and mental health, and also for spiritual evolution. Here, I would like to give some, example as being a tour guide also, apart from my education fee. What we have encountered that when we interact with a tourist, and they come, with the perception, and they believe that India is the land of spirituality, and it is true. And how to awaken that spirituality, how to go about with the practices. So they ask us about various, practices, the meditation practices, and from where we can, get the most, the benefits of this. And many of the foreigners overseas who are actually currently they are yoga practitioners, they come to India, they take the certification, they do all the, training and all, and they believe that, even some of my friends are there who are practitioners in Australia and Canada, and they have transformed their life. They were in great depression, and yoga has helped them to come out of their depression, and it has contributed in making a career. So they are well-known yoga instructors there overseas. And here we guide them, as I have also, during my college days, I have done yoga myself. So I know some of the techniques and meditation practices. So we try to instruct them with, chanting of Om, how they can, chant Om, and how they can meditate in, these various small postures and all. Easy postures, I would like to say. Here we were discussing Dr. Ajay Singh, who is the president of Tourist Guide Federation of India. He is also a well-known yoga practitioner. So we were discussing about the easy, poses of yoga, which these poses which can be followed by every, layman or every person, because there are very different poses, difficult poses, easy poses, but we can incorporate all the easy poses in our daily routine. So this is what I would like to say, that by discussing all these three, yoga, naturopathy, and Ayurveda, what I believe is that a well-balanced diet, sufficient physical exercise, consumption of fresh air, plenty of sunlight, pure drinking water, scrupulous cleanliness, disciplined, adequate rest, and right mental attitude can ensure proper health, wellness, and prevent diseases. Now here, I would like to emphasize on one more thing, that what we are seeing in nowadays life, crisis, turbulent times, a lot of chaos is there in the world, lot of anger, fear, various sorts of vices are there in the world. How can we eradicate them? How can we take control of them? This is, we can, with small efforts, we can try to encourage people to spread awareness in making changes in their lifestyle, to transform themselves in their thought process, to make their mind healthy, to make their body healthy. And if these all, and soul also happy and contented, if these things will be there, I'm sure no one will feel like harming any other person. They will try to spread the happiness and smile everywhere they go. So the points which I have just narrated, well balanced diet and all these things, keeping in consideration of 5 elements, we can help a lot in bringing peace and harmony in the world. I would like to give thanks to these two experts who gave me a lot of guidance in terms of Ayurveda and naturopathy. Well, you people can contact me on these other addresses given below on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, email. And it is so nice explaining a little bit of sustainable wellness practices of India. And I'm sure I have done a little bit of justice to explaining our ancient practices in a very brief manner. And I would like to invite Anne now. Anne, please come forward and present your presentation. Thank you so much.
So shall I continue or someone talk?
No, Anne, you can continue.
Oh, I can talk now. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Very interesting, Ruchi. I learned a lot from you too. I think it's a wonderful to start with health, well-being, and then understanding of the foundation of the wellness, which is, I believe that many of us here learn so many foundation understanding of wellness. So I think in my part, what I would like to continue is perhaps I might put some of foundation, academic foundation, a little bit of that point of view. And also I will talk about the research recently that I have done with my PhD student. And also, as Ruchi, my good friend, said that, we are focusing on this for the last 3 or 4 years. Even I did that even before COVID, and then heavily focus, during the COVID time, and then we can see the result from all of us around people around us, get inspired by Ruchi as well. So I've been watching her from Thailand, so very improvement, and she look a lot younger and younger every day. So thank you so much. All right, so my part, I will talk about let me share the slides, and I will give you a little bit brief information, as now the trend about wellness is become popular. I think not only in India, but in Thailand now, government had put this campaign of develop wellness destination as a world class. So everyone alert about that. And I'm sure that India is one of the focus destination for everyone around the world, because you have just a very, very unique resources that can be developed to be wellness destination. And I'm one of the person who really want to go and learn more about that. So definitely in the future. So our topic today is wellness tourism, a golden trend for Southeast Asia. And I think that is the most advanced for us to be in the culture that we focus on mind and body. And especially, Thailand and India, we have Buddhist country as well to start with. But how can we tell people around the world that it's not only about religion, and it's not only about Asian, and all around the world can understand the basic foundation of wellness is about physical and spiritual. And of course, easy to do that. everywhere if you understand the concept and if you understand how it's become. As we already introduced, I'm from Thailand. You can call me Anne. I working in overseas and study overseas 15 years and come back to Thailand now to work for my government university, where we have only master degree and PhD. So that allow me to do a lot of research, which is I really enjoy my work and really enjoy to share my experience today. Please regard today I am here to share, not to teach. So if you have any recommend or if you want to tell me about anything, I welcome from your knowledge as well. I'm here and humble here. Thank you for accept me, to be with you guys here today. I'm so excited and also very thrilled to work with many high quality person here, and also I saw some of the audience. I think some of you very into the wellness as well. So please share and then give me some skill and knowledge. I'm still learning. So the outline today, I will give you a little bit of the definition of wellness tourism and the activities under wellness, which is, I think after I read through many literature review in the wellness world, so I conduct some study and then I propose a model that we can capture the idea of what is the activity of wellness and how many types they have and what are the attributes of the wellness. Basically, what are people looking for? So I have present that with the 5 attributes of wellness that many people around, I think everyone look forward to have that. And how I have some case study, as we mentioned. I conduct some study in Nepal. Recently I've been there, and also in Thailand and in New Zealand and also in Australia. And some of the model that we just proposed that it's going to publish in the journal and book, some of them. So I just give a quick understanding of the wellness destination. It defined as a lifestyle oriented toward optimal health and good well-being, which the body, mind, and soul are united for the sake of a more complete life. It is active lifestyle, which guarantees health, happiness, and self-actualization. In terms of wellness tourism, it's defined as a journey whose main goal is the achievement of balance and harmony of personal well-being, especially physical, mental, emotional, social interaction, and spiritual value. Most of the tourists who travel for wellness tourism, there are 2 types. Okay, the first type is their travel aim is to go to seek for the health well-being. For example, if I go to India, I want to go for learning meditation and yoga. So their main goal is, the tourist main goal is just for health. The second tourist, they travel just a leisure, but they go to, they seek for well-being place activities. They want to maintain their lifestyle. If you are very healthy at home, you are going to do regular activities. You go to run, you go to gym, or you go to yoga, or you eat healthy food at home. When you travel, you need to maintain and keep that. So that this is what is referred to wellness tourists. First, focus. Second, they want to maintain. So why? As a destination, like especially Southeast Asia, we need to be ready and understand that how can we provide product, service, wellness, respond to those people. After COVID-19, I'm sure everyone alert about that. And if you see, everyone ask yourself, have you seen people who stay near you, or the people, your family, how many percent that they get up and become aware about their health, look after their health? For me, I see a lot, and a lot of them have been improved, especially one in my family. Many of my cousins now, they're starting to get, lose weight, and I ask them, they answer the same thing. We don't want to get sick, and we don't want to go to the hospital. So this is a model that I work on that for the last 2 years, and I come up with the idea of how can we divide wellness activities. So the first one is I found that there are 4 main activities to provide for tourists or for yourself that you understand. The first one is the wellness is called spa and beauty therapy for health. The activity under that is spa, hot spring, massage, or any other therapy or acupuncture. The second wellness activity is leisure and sport for health. I don't regard those two hunting for trophy or money. I don't think that is for health. That is the award. In my opinion, sport and leisure for health, that what you're doing, you just want to keep yourself fit, and then you choose whatever it suits you. So the sport and leisure for health, for example, adventure tourism wellness, long distance running, trail running, Thai boxing, sport for health, or any other activities that will increase your health well-being. The third activities that we are seeking for wellness is healthy food. So like, I do with my PhD student, we conduct the research called slow food tourism, and I will explain what it's all about. Organic farm, festival, and event that related to health concept, street food or health well-being, herbal medicine, like my good friends already talk about that. And the last one is the activities wellness is must concern with spiritual. Spiritual mind and soul retreat is the most important thing for our well-being. It like called sound mind, sound body. You don't have a good health without good mind. You can't have good mind without good physical fit. So they are come together. What is under activity? Some people thinking when you talk about spiritual tourism, or you always think about religion. Some of my students and some people in Thailand, when I go to lecture, the other day I went to lecture in Pakistan embassy, explain that spiritual tourism is not only about religion, and also it's about non-religion and what the activity is under. So for example, yoga. Many people think that yoga is an exercise. Realize later that it's not. Or you do meditation, you have some activity called sound healing, in India we have a lot, or in Tibet. For religion, it also can call wellness. You go there, you worship, you achieve some goal that what you want to be, and you also can go for leisure. You also can get a spirit when you come back, you retreat, So these 4 activities, it can be provided by stakeholders, by whoever that you want to prepare your destination for wellness tourists. On the other hand, not only people go for wellness, right? They also look for the what can they do when they are going there, and that it's come into my 2 or 3 models. People go for wellness, but you don't want to be there, or this thing I can't do, this thing I can't do, because you're conscious about wellness. That is not about wellness. So my wellness concept is you must be able to do something without restrict yourself. However, you still maintain how well that you can receive. Sometimes when I go travel, I strict myself what I can do, what I cannot do. But sometimes, hey, I'm naughty, I enjoy, I want to try food. You can do that as well. But how can you come back and maintain? That is the most important thing about wellness. So this is what most of the people are looking for. 5 main attributes of the well-being. Firstly, physical, of course. I don't talk about beautiful. I don't talk about handsome, but I'm talking about you still can walk normally, no one helping you when you are getting older and older. Physical fitness. And you talk about mental well-being. It's about state of allow individual to realize their ability. You are able to cope with the crisis. Many people nowadays, the other day I heard when the Bitcoin crashed, some of them jumped from the roof, kill themselves. Well-being is about when the crisis happens, you are able to deal with that crisis mentally, solve the problem with positively, and link into emotional well-being. Everyone, every single day, you don't like, of course, everyone here, I'm sure you don't like to be with negative person, but sometimes you can avoid that. the state of well-being of people are different and vary. If we have good well-being, you will have positive thinking. How can we do that? Or how can we still smile while you're stressed, while you're sadness? It doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't mean you insane, but you have your own emotional well-being and you are able to control yourself. Someone coming there and yelling at you, you're not yelling back. You have the method and philosophy. If you can do that, you are in a very well-being state. Next, well-being, you're talking about, you want to be accepted in the society. Social well-being is about how can you do for community? How can you help? I don't talk about money. Sometimes the money, the people don't have money to give all the time, but how can we help? If you've been accepted in the society, you can be part of the society and the society accepts you. You are happy, you have well-being because everywhere you go, the people welcome you. You are happy because you have part to be volunteer, help society, you help with the poor or whatever you can do. This is what people want. And the last one, without spiritual well-being, you are unable to have of them all. I'm talking about when you have dirty mind, you have dirty clothes, right? You go to wash and it's clean. Sometimes when you have dirty mind, I mean dirty mind, I mean, we are human, oh, I don't like that person, you swearing inside yourself and you angry, or someone come and blaming you and someone talk about, oh, that person and like that, you do like that, I don't like, someone reprimand without reason. You may be thinking in your head that how can you get rid of it? Only one thing that you can get rid and clean your mind is you go to meditation, you go to calm yourself. How can we do that? They have activities that I tell you before. Spiritual well-being is about make you have realization. No one stay here permanent. No one live permanent. No one not gonna die. Everyone die. But many people stay and think like they will live forever. And that is not spiritual well-being and make you greedy or make you unhappy life. You have 10 million, you're not enough. Some people say, I had enough. How can we make ourselves to that? This is the way that we need to have spiritual well-being. So this is a concept foundation of all everyone need to have, but we don't have all of that, but we try to make our way to doing that. So why we are here? We are learning about how can we make us better? Start from us, start from our small society, start from our region and start from our country, which is I'm very happy today that your government raised a very important issue nowadays. So I have been reading and studying and also doing research, and I found so many unique about Southeast Asia. So that I will give you some example that what are those unique geography of wellness destination Southeast Asia do they have, and what their government try to promote, so that in everyday life we are most connect to the body and mind, especially Asian country. Why is advantage? Why I said that is a golden trend? Why Southeast Asia is a golden region and a golden unique geography? Because we are living in close connect to body, mind, and soul. We are respect elder. We are look after elderly. When we are grow up, we don't leave them alone, and that is a culture and that link. How can we connect that? Because that Southeast Asian country is a core value of belief system, not just physically, but it's about spiritually, emotional, and also the most important thing is about wellness, is about morality, about ethics. And that is the most important why Southeast Asia is important and the golden trend to create world-class destination wellness. I don't talk about India much because I may be selling something here, for you already know, but I mentioned that, in India in 2016, I found, all right, if I'm wrong, please tell me. I read through about Global Wellness Institute. You are set up national medical wellness tourism and promotion, provide some policy and to be used, and you major support wellness, including guideline. And the outstanding of your country, I very appreciate is about, the Buddhist land, and Thai people always like to go there, and yoga and meditation, So I found that young boy here, come from your country. He is a world record for youngest Reiki healing in India, and a lot of celebrity go there. So one day I hope I can get there and I can meet him, and I want to learn so many things about Reiki and sound healing. And how about China? China, we are famous, in many Chinese medicine, and it's all about well-being. It's all come from their unique culture. The culture is something they're doing for a long time, and there is the way they're doing work-life balance. China have Qigong, acupuncture, about the herb and medicine. And this is when you talk about, Chinese medicine, and everyone know about that. And also, apart from China, they launched some policy here, and zipping in 2019, they proposed about policy and regulation and health wellness in China, especially focus on tourism, as you see on the screen there. So many national tourism administration, they try to give some main idea about wellness tourism. And how about Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka, they try to promote what the unique they have, similar to in India. I found one is a government proposed, is potential developed wellness destination is about Ayurveda. Apart from India, the country has seen tremendous rise in the investment, and a lot of people arrival, they have excellent indigenous treatment, and of course, low cost. And our Southeast Asia can be affordable, and Western people come, they can get experience and they can heal, and the cost is not expensive like they're doing in their own country. And the concept about, influence about what we eat, and like Dr. Rushi explained, how we eat, how we do fasting, what is good for you, and how you will, what kind of food that you should eat in the season. So, and that next country is a Jeju Island. Jeju Island is a volcanic destination. They use a lot of natural healing to promote about their wellness destination. And in terms of the Vietnam, and this is very, very unique as well. I think yin and yang is you also known in everywhere, but Vietnam used this philosophy concept to promote wellness tourism. Yin and yang is like 5 elements. The 5 elements, for example, they have metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Are brought into Vietnamese culinary culture. Consider is a principle of good eating, healthy, and enjoy eating, and then something different. You can use hand, you can do spring roll, and I think many of you know about Vietnamese food. So this is how the country level they promote in Vietnam. And next is about Nepal. I think you already know, very close to you as well. Nepal is also famous in adventure tourism because the home of Everest. And I also recently been to study yoga teacher in Ashtanga Yoga, Nepal. And also after the end of the trip, we have a yoga track. I walk up into the Madhya Himal hill, 4,500. And the most famous of the resources here make people going there for well-being. The environment is still fresh, and because the trekking, you go to adventure, but you also can get well-being of your spirit and soul. And Bhutan is the country that promote about the wellness in terms of the environment. They are very small country, and they not allow you to smoke. And nowadays, I'm not sure they're open yet because in the COVID-19, and have significant advantage for the wellness destination. They have some, like talking about meditation, the environments for religion, and also about spiritual. So it's a small country, but the country heavily promote about wellness. And I think this is one of the country that unique in terms of spiritual. So there are some of the resorts that why for the tourists as well. Thailand, I think everyone know Thailand, and I do some research just before COVID hit Thailand. I got the funding from the government. They want us to study about spa, how we develop to a world class. I found that the most popular for Indian and China is Thai massage. And if everyone sitting here, you may be used to have the Thai massage. And so Thailand, we unique so many things, but one of the most important is we call even that we call Thai yoga. Thai massage or Thai yoga is a traditional therapy combined with acupuncture, and India, part of that influence of the wellness. So we also have some others, but I think that one of the most famous that Thailand we will use and unique, also about some others, boxing, Thai boxing, and that is about leisure. So this is about wellness destination. So I'm talking about, how can you develop that? I give you one experience. When I was in Nepal, I do 1 month course, and then I become a yoga teacher, but still learning. After the end of the course, we are doing they call a yoga for health tracking trip. So while we walk 5 days, we keep walking, we do yoga pose, and we have a rest. During the resting time, my yoga instructor said, okay, and you do the pose, and then we get the picture, and then we do meditation. I said, I'm tired. Okay, when you're tired, you sit and meditation. And after that, you do the pose, and after we finish 15 minutes, my yoga teacher said, okay, and we move. I said, I haven't had a rest yet, but you know what? And it's a unique experience I ever have. And this is one of the activities, perhaps if you are the stakeholders, if you are the tour operator, you look for the new product that encourage people to go and then be healthy, enjoy your level of your activities. I didn't mean that everyone have to do the hard pose. Like we talk, not everyone can do every pose of yoga, but you evaluate yourself, what kind of a level that you can have, and your body can do that. So I'm talking about we create some of the activities that match with yourself, and then you can have new product of the wellness. So this is one of them, and I'm really enjoying that. When I go with the Nepal monk, 3 of them, and I am only the woman on the trip, and we walk up to there, and after you come back, the spiritual renew, I'm doing some vegetarian food, and then I learn all about how you will heal yourself in terms of physically and mentally as well. So this is a very good example. Another study, this is this had been published as well. If you want to read it, also available on Google Scholar. My student doing yoga tourism destination development, a case study in Thailand, Hua Hin. Hua Hin is about 2 or 3 hours from Bangkok. We drove there. So she found that to develop destination yoga tourism, many people are going out for looking for something new and new environment. The most important thing is, she said there are three main components that we need to consider. The first one, you need to have core resources, and then you need to have yoga stakeholder role involved, and then you need to consider about supporting resources. The first one, core resources, yoga have to be authentic. You need to have expertise yoga instructor, wellness activities, availability of the equipment, service quality, attraction of the yoga destination, which is we have so many environment that we can turn to activities such as the yoga. Reputation of the destination are also very important. And I think that advanced for India, you have everything that we found in our research. And another role is important is the person like a support facility. You need to provide them some accommodation in different level. People can be afford from low budget into the luxury. So you shouldn't have just luxury, or you just have one product to offer for them, because the people are thinking, when you talk about wellness, you think about, oh, it's about luxury people, it's about rich people. And when I talk to some people, they said, oh, my understanding is wellness is for the luxury people. Like you come to Thailand, you go to the spa. It's each one of them costs perhaps $200 or $300 to go to the 5-star treatment. But how about the people who have small budget? They have no chance to get wellness. I think it's wrong. In my opinion, in my next of the project, I'd like to change the people perception of wellness, well-being is not for rich people, but the people who have low budgets or high budgets, you can be healthy. You can be part of the wellness tourism. And then we provide them according to what we can. You know, if you invest wellness, it's something knowledge, it's something about skill. And you never ever use it and run out because knowledge of wellness is in yourself. If you already have learned about that, the skill will be more and more. You'll be more expert. You will be more delivery skill without buying any investment. So, you know, one thing that I said, if you want to invest tourism product, wellness tourism is one of the low investment, but rich with benefit. Not only give people good health, but you also can earn some money and you invest only once or two. If you're going to open yoga studio, you know, but we need the people who have come from heart and soul, and that most important thing. So that the support resources, you know, like you need to have good promotion from government. You need to get support by the power of the authority at the region, and maybe have different type of yoga, like we discussed before, you know, easy yoga for the people who elderly, who cannot do much about their physical health. You need to do some physiotherapy. Some of you maybe do a soft yoga, you know, what type of yoga that's suitable. You need to provide and variety the people can enjoy, you know. So, and that is a study. And this is another healthy food, one of the activities that we try to promote for tourists. The people go to join yoga, they need to have a good food. But good food, some people said, wow, healthy food is not delicious, right? But not true. I believe that healthy food can be delicious. So wellness tourism that I bring up this project is called slow food tourism. It's not new, all right? It's been studied for many years ago. For example, like Petrini in 2007, she brought up this idea to against that fast food. Slow food is defined as 3 words: good, clean, and fair. Good food is tasty, diverse, produced in just a way to maximize its flavor, connecting with geography, culture, and region. Clean food is about sustainable, help to preserve rather than destroy environment, no chemical, organic way, eat in the seasonal. You're not gonna eat anything out of season. Don't please people or tourists if they want to eat something out of season. And that slow food is not gonna follow that concept. We follow what we have in that season. We slow cook. Instead of use electricity, we use charcoal or we use firewood to cook the food. Fair is mean, we're talking about supplier, we're talking about wages, we're talking about local region. Mean that you have to be fair to them, you support local. Slow food is about to make fairness to the farmer, to support local ingredient. You cook, you use local, you not import from overseas, whatever you available based on your history, based on your culinary of your region. And that is the most important thing. So fair is mean also, you have the staff, you're not gonna take advantage of them. You pay them fair wages, you pay the price fair to the farmer, fair to the supplier. And this is we call the concept of slow food tourism. And this is a model which will be published soon, very fresh from my PhD student. We're talking about destination image, slow food destination image model. How can we develop that? Here are there 3 components. If you want to be successful to develop slow food or destination for healthy food for tourists, you're thinking about functional attribute, you know, it's comply with environment. You have to have enough land to have environment sustainable. You have biodiversity, you have community. The most important thing is go back to community. Community have to be the boss. Community have to be the leader, because you're going to bring up a unique local dish where there is healthy and interesting for the tourists, especially me. If I go to your country, what can I learn from your culture? Facilitator is the most important thing. You need to know about the storytelling, right? You cannot get anyone from outside your village to tell about the history of your culinary, where it's come from, what ingredient. So this is a way to back to nature, back to local, can earn money, can earn a living, they can have the job in their own backyard. Have to be authentic, serve with quality. You know, wellness people, from my study, they don't want luxury 5-star. They don't want to have internet everywhere, but you may be to serve for the young people as well. They like something nature, they like something slow life. Slow life and slow food is come together. People have fast life, people have hectic in their life, you know, try to pursue their career goal, try to raise money for the kid, try to push your children in the best education, and then you need a lot of money. So nowadays, the people in that state, slow food is a breaking time for those people. You know, you need to create the idea for them. You need to give them value. The value is about quality of food. And how about if they go there, they spend money and spend their time, their words for what they are given. And that is about psychology attribute. The last one, unique attribute, is mean that how can you provide a unique destination? Two things that you can provide: go to find what is unique about your dishes, about your local food, and then they're healthy, bring it up, promote that, something that people never know. You know, I know Indian food from start like butter chicken or masala, or not much. But what are out there that's still unique, healthy? Introduce that and turn it into your very interesting and delicious product. If you find that, you go to look in your culture, I'm sure local wisdom, there will be everywhere. Bring it up. The last one, that about the event. If you cannot, if you want to people participate, create event festival about food. You provide them with organic farmer, you know, like Thailand now, we have that destination every Sunday and every Saturday and Sunday, we open this, the people go to buy, they know they can get organic food and local, bring from direct from farm. And that we should have start like that everywhere. And this is a model from our study. Another one is adventure wellness tourism destination development. You know, how can we make, the people maybe ask me, right? And how come we make adventure in wellness? Adventure is supposed to be dangerous, right? Adventure, it should be something risky and the people are like challenge. You can do that. How can we make it sustain? How can you behave yourself in the environment? You go trekking and you go for adventure. You not go for hunting. You're not going to kill animal. You're not going to go to destroy local. You go to help. That is called wellness. Wellness is to sustain, to reserve, and to help, to look after. Also, you have something to eat that is a well-being for your health, for your eating. You know, so one of a study, I give you example, we have called Mountain National Park. I'm doing a research, this one with my PhD student as well. We ask the people, you know, how can we make adventure tourism become a wellness adventure tourism? So how can we make it? The destination will not destroy. I explain here. Environment, how to preserve nature, avoid cutting down tree, not adventure from killing wildlife or for award or hunting game, must be safe and must be support the well-being. The person who do this have to be well-trained. You're gonna have to know what to give it to the tourists. Activity must support, especially spiritual well-being. Not many, I guess, when you go for trekking and adventure, you don't sitting there and do meditation. But I want to include that in the trip. You said, well, we're gonna do adventure wellness, so we need to have meditation. We also have yoga as well. So I never see any person doing that in the package. When you go to adventure, you just go adventure. You know, you try to reach to the goal, and that's it. I never ever see in the activity and program. If we can include that in there, and then you can claim that adventure wellness, adventure tourism. So this is also adventure tourism have to be help the local. So like some picture here, you know, the people walk along the villages. We can ask them to provide the food, or local can come out from their house, you know, sell some souvenir, and from their own backyard, you know, so we help the people, and how can we get them to learn about the culture as well. So this is some of the, I might be go a little bit longer, but I'll try. Wellness tourism, eudaimonic experience, a little bit of academic, but I like to put foundation that how can we make people achieve eudaimonic experience? What is eudaimonic? They are in everyone's mind. They are in everyone's life. Eudaimonic experience is defined as tourist experience of completely feeling life fulfillment. It's a sense of achievement before doing and after traveling. It complies with 6 components. It's about self-acceptance. It's about self-acceptance. It's about purpose in life. It's about environment mastery. People want to know that having positive self. Some people, oh, you do some mistake and then you never ever forgive yourself. Eudaimonic experience of the people, self-acceptance means whatever you done in the past, it's a past. How can we overcome that and we let go and then we keep move on? You have to accept one past life, no one perfect. Some people could not go across that. So the eudaimonic experience that we need to be able to do that, or we need to have purpose in life. Some people, oh, I don't know what I live for. They have no purpose, no goal. Or some people said, well, I cannot go anywhere. If I move somewhere, if I have to work somewhere, I won't be happy. But you lose opportunity. You need to be able to adapt yourself. You need to have the goal in life. You need to forget the past, and you need to have positive mind. You need to have positive relationship, and you need to create your personal goal. And this is what the outcome from my study. And the theory said eudaimonic experience, how can we create that? And that is my study. We interviewed the student, we interviewed the tourists at the mountain, Pukadung, one of the most famous. They walk up into the hill, so about 1,200 height. And along with walking, we talk, we interview them and we talk to them. And we have unique destination. We have some activities, we go to see sunrise and sunset. So I'm sure that in India, we'll have a lot of destination like that. So this place is one of the destination we can create wellness adventure tourism. And then we can follow the instruction, and then we can give them what they're looking for from the eudaimonic foundation, 6 dimension. So this is when we were doing our research, some evidence that, I've been there, I enjoy my yoga, I enjoy my walking. You walk up, you slow walk, and you talk with the people, so happy. When you walk up and down, the people encourage you, you have good environment. You are in the cold weather or you are in the hot weather, so you are peaceful. The activity that we can do, hiking, trekking, trail running, and bicycle. In this mountain here, we also have trail running. We go to the place where sometimes the public not open for the public, and then we open for the occasion, for the trail running. So this place are for health well-being. We do trail running in this place, bicycle, so this another environment that well managed in this area. They said if we have tourists come up here exceeds 5,000, they are not allowed to use bicycle, and they're very thinking economically, sustainability, and also consider about a lifestyle and about the safety in the place. So this is some of destination that I've been, and I do some research, and I've been there for 3 days. You have to protect yourself, and you enjoy that as well. So this is the place where a lot of people, in Thai people, said one is in lifetime. If you're not adventure at all, if you're not physical, totally fit, but if you can do that, they'll come back home with very proud of themselves. Once in lifetime, they can walk, achieve to this top of the mountain. This is managed by Thai government. It's a national park. We have accessibility, very nice and clean and safe. We have food. You don't think about to bring any food. They all sell in there. The people local get income. Local are selling food. During the COVID, they suffer a bit, but now they're better. We have many water flow, and we can spend time, in the nature. So yeah, and here is about our final study from my research. So how can we develop self-acceptance? In our study said self-acceptance means that having positive self-regard, being able to accept past life. How can you develop that? Acknowledge self-ability, able to overcome your self-limitation, make your own self-goal. You know, purpose in life, you create value to yourself. One of my participants said, well, I coming here because I can get my family with me. And then we walk along and then we can talk to them and we have quality time. So the purpose in life is I want to have good family. So create value, you know, willing to make it well-being in life. Able to receive social pleasure mean autonomy. Able to think, act in certain way by yourself. You are able to deal with whatever. If the other do, you don't have to do if it's not you. You are how to develop that. One must have self-evaluate ability to potential participate. I must have a clear personal goal. If something you don't like and oh now everyone doing that, you have to do that. You are able to overcome that. Positive relationship, you know, you connect with the people. This study is about people are make friends when you go on the activity and then you talk to people like you know each other for 10 years. Because as you go along, you will pass through the difficulty. You will help each other, you will support each other, and then you become good friends. And you know, like now when I went there, I still keep contact with those people I met. The last one is about personal goal. Achieve personal potential skill, self-actualization, willing to continue life development. How do you do that? How to do that? My study said open mind, accept other people's opinion, being alone sometimes in a comfortable environment is also all good as well. So this is my model of my study. And the most important of well-being, I almost done. Sadhguru, I am the, you know, listen to his lecture and, you know, video all the time. You are lucky you have him in your country. I want to meet him. The most important of wellness is our well-being is priority. We can help other and our world to be health environment. So happiness starts from yourself, not with your relationship, not with your job, not with your money, but with you. Before you're going to give other to have wellness life, before you're going to provide product service about wellness to others, you start from yourself. Ask yourself today, have you start doing something good for your health? Have you think about how can you start? If you think that you want to provide destination for tourists to come here, I want to have that business, I want to do this business, but you don't even look at yourself. How can you be success? So I have experience, you know, I don't have good health and I want to set my example for my student, you know, so my student said, oh, study PhD too hard, you know, so after that, I realized that I have to set a sample and I changed myself and I changed my behavior. I used to have very bad health. My weight is over 80 kilograms. And now I try to maintain. So now I tell people about how can you change your habit and how can you make your work-life balance. And then you can go to tell others. You can help with your own experience. The most important thing is not about yourself good looking, not about money, but it's about how can you propose, how can you support. You start from yourself and then you can support others. So my talk today, I hope you can get some inspiration and I hope you can start from today, look after yourself first, and then you will be health well-being in life. Thank you for listening. Back to you, Ruchi.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor Anne. Thank you, Dr. Ruchi. I think such wonderful ladies we have had speakers today. And what a knowledge you have shared with us today. I think all of yours are sending their compliments again and again. They are all in chat box. I'm sure you are also seeing them. There are a few questions. I will come to that. But Dr. Ruchi, you spoke so well about what is actually the wellness and how are those different therapies available in our country. and what Ministry of Ayush and what Ministry of Tourism together is going to do or is already doing for medical tourism. I think I liked your 2 or 3 terms, which you said your kitchen is a complete drugstore. I think amazing, because I remember my kids when they were infants, my doctor treated them only with the ingredients at home. Change food habits, and that will stop a running nose. Change food habits, that will stop a cough. So things like that. So we are now back to the same thing. I'm really happy that you mentioned about that. You also spoke about toxic health, but you also mentioned about toxic mind and how we should cleanse everything, including toxic mind and toxic body. So this was amazing. And you said yoga helps us in keeping body, mind, and soul happy. I think all of us have to follow this. And what better advice that we could have had other than from Professor Anne. She spoke so beautifully and she gave us so many examples of how best we can manage that. And ma'am, your last therapy of eudaimonic.
Eudaimonic, yeah.
Eudaimonic. I think that was amazing. I'm sure this presentation is available online for all of yours and for all those who have missed it. This is a great concept. All those who are going to develop wellness centers, wellness therapies, I'm sure your lecture, your presentation is going to help them, because you've given us so many examples, what Vietnam is doing, what Bhutan does, what China does, what Nepal does. Amazing. When you spoke about Bhutan, only one word comes to our mind as a tourist is the quotient of happiness.
Happiness.
But Bhutan also follows the happiness with wellness, and that is amazing. All these countries are doing such a fabulous job. India is doing very good job with yoga and all the other facilities, the traditional medicines that are available. We have a few questions, but before that, I would like to request Dr. Ajay Singh, who is the president of Tourist Guides Federation of India, to say a few words about these, because he also follows yoga very regularly and he also speaks on yoga. So a few words from you, sir, on this before we go to the questions.
Thanks, ma'am, to give me the opportunity. Actually, we are lucky to have 2 best speakers, Dr. Ruchi Singh and as well the Professor Anna. He is also the wonderful speaker, and the subject was also the beautiful subject and the beautifully presented by both of this beautiful women. And if you see the modern world, everyone is looking forward Ayurveda, naturopathy, yoga. So this will open the new window, the new job in this sector. As our Ayush ministry, they are also promoting Ayurveda and the naturopathy. The same way our Ministry of Tourism, Government of India is also promoting the medical tourism, yoga tourism. So these are the new area where the youngster, they can choose their career as well. Our motto is not just give the presentation. Our motto is to, attract the youth, the young generation towards our subject. So that's why we are presenting here. These are the materials for the youth, for the youngsters. They can watch it, they can join us. All the recorded webinars are available. We have already shared our link. So everyone can, register themselves on that link, and you can see all these webinars, which is, presented by our best speakers. And the Dr. Ruchi Singh, she is, the gem of the Tourist Guide Federation of India. And we are lucky that, she is also the vice president of our federation. And she represented Tourist Guide Federation not only in Asia, in other countries as well. And now she was here, Professor Ann was here, ministry team is here, our, the e-governance team is here. So everyone is doing their best job. And at the same time, we should, thank to Motoshi ji, who work day and night for these webinars. So
Very true. Very true.
Our team is here. You all are we are requesting you, don't forget to join us every Saturday, 11 o'clock.
Sir, thank you so much. Thank you very much for that. I'll just take few more minutes. I know this session has really crossed our 1 hour time limit, but I get permission from ministry that we can continue. Maybe we can take 1 or 2 questions. Ma'am, there is one question which I think Hemant Shekhawat has raised. Like, not a question, it's a suggestion that like all multi-speciality hospitals, if all the systems of medicine are made available in one place and are very close to a tourist destination, will not help our country? 100%. This is a very good suggestion. Ministry has taken a note of this, and Ministry and Ayush together are developing these kind of facilities. And already many hospitals in India already have this one component of Ayurveda, medical tourism, and meditation, yoga, everything together. So we will be, this suggestion is going to the ministry also. Dr. Bhumika Jha is here, who has also suggested that if WHO can set up a global medical center in India for traditional medicines, that will help a lot. This suggestion is also taken into account. Somebody has mentioned, well, what is Shinrin therapy? I don't think, ma'am, we have touched this Shinrin therapy in our in our presentation today. So is there any input on this, ma'am? I think it's a Japanese therapy where you have forest bathing and things like that. I think it's green bathing. So you live in the nature. So I think in short, it goes back to what ma'am suggested, that when you are developing tourism, you should include health tourism or yoga or meditation with every component of tourism, whether be it adventure, be it your just mountain biking, be it trekking, everything. And this wellness can be clubbed with every aspect of tourism. Is that right, ma'am? Would you like to throw some more light on this?
You asked me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, definitely. I think for example, I have an idea of adventure tourism, but I found that the people are always against that. How can adventure be wellness? And I said, well, you not go adventure and killing animal and not wellness. You go to the trip, you're not eat bad food, or you not throw the rubbish in the destination, and that is wellness. Wellness is not just only about food or about exercise. And my opinion is about how can you save environment, be sustained, and how can you be wellness to the community. So my suggestion, when you go anywhere, you make community wellness. You contribute to community from the poor, like one of SDG, you're talking about sustainable responsibility. So wellness is not only about ourselves. Wellness is not about family and friend, but wellness is about community. Wellness is about environment. Wellness is about spiritual. So it connected together. So I think, like you said, you are right. You get my point exactly what I want to say. You're very good. I've summarized that. Thank you, support for that. Like you said, everything can put the concept of wellness in there, and they have 5 elements of checking out. When they come, do they get physical? When they come, do they get mental well-being? When they come to joy, do they get emotional? When they come to joy, do they get social, spiritual well-being in that activities? And that we can all doing that. So my point is, whatever you do, bring this foundation of wellness attribute, add in that. Whatever you develop, these activities cover 5 attributes, So yeah, you get my point. Thank you so much.
That's fantastic, ma'am. That was really nice. And particularly your last slide, when you spoke about all the elements, what brings well-being to your soul, body, mind. And also what I liked most is the well-being of the Mother Earth and the community. When you're going trekking, you're also taking care of your earth. You're not spoiling it. You're not destroying anything in the nature. So you're taking care of well-being of the Mother Earth. You're taking well-being of the community, and you're taking well-being of the self. I think it was amazing. It was wonderful talking to you both. Superb presentation on this subject, We would like to have more on this, and we would like to have breakdown sessions from each one of you on the different vertical of this. Thank you so much, Mautushi. Thank you very much for bringing us together on one platform.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
One point I would like to add, that
Please.
whatever activity we take in our life or whatever step we take into our life, it should be thoughtful. So what we eat, what we do, how we plan our routine, it should be thoughtful. And if we are thoughtful, we will definitely go or lead towards wellness, not only for ourselves, but for our society. It was a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ministry, thank you so much, all the officials. Thank you, Ajay Singh ji. Thank you, Anne, for being a wonderful friend. It was a wonderful
Next time we'll be on site, Ruchi.
Sure. We will request ministry to organize one on site. So
please
Anne can visit India.
Please invite me. I will be there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
My apology, could not answer to all the questions. Hopefully next time. So yeah.
Next time, yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thanks, Ruchi, for having me. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.